All right, I'm going to be showing you how to use a panda warmer. And the first step is always to make sure it's on. So come around to the back of the warmer. Make sure first that it is indeed plugged in. And then you guys do have a switch on the back of your warmer here, and it's labeled don't turn off. Make sure it is always on here. Nothing will work unless this is left on. Even when you're done with the warmer, you leave this switch on, okay? The second thing is the airflow. So in some rooms, if the wall unit is being taken, you're gonna need to use the tank. So we already have the oxygen tank hooked up here, and I'm gonna show you how to use the air tank, and it's the same system. So make sure that the opening is facing you. Slide it up and line it up so that when you twist this in, it secures in like this. And then you will have this key attached to the tank and your warmer at all times. You just turn the key on to open the airflow, and you would do the same for the oxygen over here. If for some reason you had the wall space set up, you can forget about screwing the tanks in. You just take the tubing into the wall and screw like this way until it's nice and tight. And that's it for the oxygen hookup stuff. So then come around to the front, and here you're going to want to make sure that you power the warmer on. It does take a little bit of time, so do this on the run. Then all of this stuff on the bed, I'm going to show you how to hook up. So first thing that we're going to hook up is the suction. So this is the tubing. It goes on this canister down here. If this canister is not present on the Panda warmer, you're going to have to add it. This tubing never comes off the warmer, so you would just need to go and get a suction and cap. Put it in, make sure the vacuum is on. Now this is your suction tubing. You're going to put it here. Make sure that your other tops are closed or you won't have like air leak. Then you're going to, so after your suction is turned on, you want to make sure that you check how powerful it is, and you do that. Put this one up here is suction, and this one is oxygen. You can leave them both on, just flip them up. But to check the suction, you're going to look at this one here. You're going to cover your thumb with the top of the tubing here. This is what activates the suction. Right now, it's okay. It's between 80 and 100. So if you need to change the power of the suction, you just simply twist this. If you're unsure, err on the side of caution, closer to 80, because when you go down there and suction, you know, it's dangerous for the baby too. So put your thumb on, suction, then when you let go, it comes out. If there's really thick secretions, of course, you can turn the suction up a little bit, but always check, because when the warmer gets cleaned, it might be all the way up there. All right, so checking the suction. Okay, so when you set up your warmer, it's important to have your mask and tubing ready. So this is for the mask entry here. And then while the red cap is on, you're gonna wanna check the PEEP and PIP. So the red cap is holding it. You see right now, the PEEP is at 5. This is where you want it to go. If you push the top here, which simulates giving a breath, you go to 20. Don't adjust this without the provider. And always check this, because if this was way up here, you could be giving your kid a pneumo by accident.
She was setting PEEP.
If you are at rest and you're below 5 or too high, you just simply turn plus and minus here. We're at 10 now, up to 20, or scroll back down. So make sure you're always at 5 and 20, 5 and 20. Okay. The red cap comes off and the right size mask comes on. If you're not giving breaths, the mask just goes on the baby's face like this, and you're able to adjust the oxygen to improve the baby's saturations. If you need to give a breath, simple tap here. Let's say you're not using the mask and this tubing, and instead you just want to give a little bit of blow by green tipped tubing into the entry here, turn to 10 liters, and then you hold it over the baby's nose and mouth, and you can adjust the flow of oxygen here as needed to get the desired saturation.